What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Batter's Eye Podcast. It's been a while since we've seen you guys, but just to remember, I'm Aiden. I'm here with Max, and we got a huge guest today. Talk a bit about yourself. Introduce yourself. What's your name? Let us get to know you.
Yeah, what's going on? First of all, thank you guys for having me on. I'm Travis Honeyman. I am an outfielder from Boston College, and I'm a rising junior.
Nice. So before we get into the podcast, we have a huge announcement here. We are now partnering with Uncensored Sports. They will be presenting all of our content on their TikTok, their YouTube. They did have a Twitch. It got banned, but go over, check out their YouTube. They will be streaming there, and we will have much more down the line, whether it be clothing, apparel, a lot of other things coming out. Big announcement. That's all we have to say for that. This podcast is officially brought to you by Uncensored Sports. And without further ado, let's get right into it.
All right. So Boston College, I actually recently just toured Boston College. It's a beautiful campus, by the way. I want to know, how did you end up going there? What was the commitment, the offers like? And because I see you're the number one ranked outfielder in New York, so I'm sure you had a lot of different schools. But why did you choose Boston College? And tell us your experience about Boston College so far.
Yeah, so when I committed to Boston College, I was pretty young. I think it was my freshman summer going into my sophomore year of high school. And they were honestly the first school that started talking to me. I remember I did this home run derby thing when I was in high school. And after that, I got a lot of coaches and stuff calling me like that. And I had a lot of visits planned. And BC was actually the first one I went on. So, right when I got to BC, like you just said, the campus is beautiful. The coach that recruited me, his name's Coach Trezza. He's actually not there anymore, but he was a great guy, really, really committed guy, and, really sold me on the school and stuff like that. But just the academics of BC, and obviously they play in the ACC. So I was definitely going to go to a Power 5 school. And it's also pretty close to home, which also makes it a lot easier because I get to have my family come watch me play and stuff like that. And just academics, and Boston's a beautiful area as well. And thus far, I'd say, I love it. I don't have anything negative to say about BC. I made a lot of great friends, stuff like that, and it's great baseball. And if you guys didn't see, we actually I think it might have been last year we moved in. We got that new building. It's called the P. Frady Center. So it's basically our indoor. We got all of our cages in there. We got a training room, a weight room, a locker room. And it is top tier. You guys should look it up if you haven't seen it. It is a top 5 facility and indoor facility in the country. It is beautiful. So going in there every day and doing all my stuff is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. And, obviously it's nice to have one of the first schools reach out to you, kind of just be that fits your home school, that fits what you're looking for. And so obviously the transition from a high school to college is a huge transition. And as a freshman, you didn't play as much as I think you would, anyone would like to as a freshman. I understand that just as a freshman, that's how things work sometimes. And this offseason or last offseason, you must have worked a lot because going into your sophomore year, you got that starting spot and you blossomed. You really executed, I think, everything that people were looking for and more. You batted .329. You had a .400 on base percentage. You just fit the role that everyone was really looking for. What changed that last offseason that, kind of flipped the switch for you and put that dog mentality in your head?
Yeah. So obviously freshman year, I didn't really play much. I think I got 14 I got 14 at bats. I was a pinch hitter and stuff like that. And just wasn't ideal. I thought I was going to go in there and play right away, but obviously, freshman year and stuff like that, a school in the ACC is pretty tough to just walk in and play. But to be quite honest, I didn't really change much. I just kept doing my normal routine and stuff like that. I feel like I just got the opportunity to play. So I got the opportunity to show everybody what I could do. I felt like freshman year, I was ready to go, but maybe mentally and off the field and stuff like that, I had some stuff to clean up. So I definitely cleaned that up a little bit. But physically, in the offseason, obviously, everybody works hard, but it's just, doing it when you get out on the field. But after my freshman, spring season, I went to the summer and I got to play every day and I did pretty well. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And sorry if it sounded like I was kind of dogging on your freshman year. I did not mean.
No. I completely understand. I got 14 at bats and, I went 1 for 14 with 6 punchies. It's not an ideal season. but it worked out. So
I mean, but you blossomed into that role where it's like now you were one of the best players in the ACC, and you're coming into this year and you're looking at potentially a year that could get you drafted in a high round. Have you thought of that? Has there been talks between you and other teams and you and your family? What's that been like? What's the thought process behind that going into this year?
Yeah, so it's definitely like a very exciting year because like draft eligible years, like always like everybody's dream and stuff like that. And I've been working for it for like my entire life. I was eligible in 2020, my like senior year, but 5-round COVID and stuff like that when I get to play. And like in high school, I wasn't really like a big name at all in high school. Like I feel like I wasn't on like the area code stuff and like all those events like that. But honestly, I feel like that helped me because, got some guys like that kind of fall off when they get up there, a lot of pressure and like people expect a lot from them and then you just never hear about them ever again. But so this upcoming season, like we're all very excited for it. Obviously, it's like my draft year, but I don't think that's really going to change anything. I think I'm just going to go out there and not really think about it and just do what I do. So,
okay. So I see you guys did like a pretty large Florida road trip. I see you guys played at North Florida, South Florida, Miami. So I just want to know, like, how does that work in college, and like what's it like, flying with your team and being away from Boston from so long? I mean, how does that like interfere with your classes, and just what's the experience with that?
Yeah, so that was I think that was spring break. I'm almost positive that was spring break. So during the like the colder months in Boston, you can't play baseball outside. So every season in the beginning of the year, we'll go on like a trip where I don't know where we're going this year. We haven't got our schedule yet, but with this last year was Florida. And it's like, obviously it's hot in Florida, so it was good and stuff like that. But I think that was during spring break. If I'm not, I don't know if I could be lying now. No, I think it was spring break. So we don't like miss a lot of class just because it was spring break. But, first we started off in North Florida. We played a weekend series against them Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then we went to Tampa, where USF is, and we played them in 2 midweek games. We played them like on a Tuesday, Wednesday. USF was one of my favorite places to play at, like that I played that entire season. That place is sick. And then from Tampa, drove to Miami in like a bus, played them Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then we flew home back to Boston. And then I'm not too sure where we went from there. But yeah, we were down in Florida for a while. And we basically flew down. They coordinated somehow to get a bus. Then bus to UNF, play UNF, bus to South Florida, play South Florida, bus to Miami. Then we came home. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. Sounds fun.
It was a great time.
Little Florida trip. Why not?
It was unbelievable.
That's also fun. Like, you guys fly just as a team, or you guys fly like?
Yeah, so sometimes we fly private, other times we do like a regular flight. It depends where we're going. During the COVID year, we would charter like every flight, so it's basically just like a normal plane, but just wear on it. So yeah, I think that trip, I think we flew with like normal, like regular flight, but the chartering the flights is cool because we could just, you get like our whole row and we just like, you can lay down, you can do whatever you want, talk to your buddies and stuff like that. But yeah, you just wake up, get on the bus, go on a plane and go play some baseball in Florida. It's pretty fun.
Yeah. That sounds sick.
Yeah.
That's going to make me wish I tried to play baseball in college, but
one time we did this is at Notre Dame. So we were at Notre Dame and the women's lax team was playing, I think the ACC tournament for them was in Notre Dame. So we flew back together on like a charter flight. So it was just us and the women's lax team, and like everybody was like talking, hanging out. It was a good time.
That's sick.
Yeah.
That's fun. Like for us, it's just like bus. We just take the bus down across Long Island. And I hate when we get the bus with another team just because the buses are tiny.
Yeah.
But flights, sign me up.
Yeah. Well, Aiden, try having to take the MTA subway to your games on the city, and that is horrible.
That sounds like
there's some experience at my school where kids literally gotten threatened to get stabbed because on the MTA bus, some of the fans, and there's big problems. So that's just what's like playing New York City baseball. It's not the best.
Yeah, guys, don't play New York City baseball. You might get stabbed. That is what you guys should take away from this podcast today.
Yeah.
Out of everything that you've seen, don't play New York City high school baseball. It's terrible. Is that what we're talking? Is that what we're going for?
Well, I mean, I can't hate on it. We won the whole thing, so it doesn't matter.
That's pretty cool.
Stabbing aside.
Okay, so I think that's a pretty good takeaway though. Don't play New York City baseball unless you're going to win it all.
Yeah,
not worth it. All right.
Well, I watched. We had Roman Kimball on a little while ago, and he did some vlogs of the Cape Cod League, and the experience just sounds so cool, interesting. So I was just wondering, like, how the Cape Cod League, like, does it really live up to the hype that people think, like, as a player?
Yeah. So I'd say that it definitely does live up to the hype. Going into the Cape Cod League, I didn't really know what to expect because last time I played in the NECBL, and like that was a great time too. It was like really cool. Like when you're down there, people think you're like a celebrity because like you got these little kids and stuff coming up to you after games, like signing balls and all that. But in the Cape, it's on like a whole nother level. I'm talking like, we got thousands of fans there every night, and you are literally like their prized possession for the summer. So like I was on Orleans. So the town of Orleans, I think we had like the second biggest fan base behind Chatham. Chatham's like the center. It had a lot of fans and stuff like that. But after every game, you got people coming up to you, want to talk to you, do interviews, sign balls, take photos. Like it's really cool and stuff like that. And like the competition and all that was pretty sick. I mean, you got kids from like all over the country, schools that you've never heard of. And you got some dude rolling out there in 95. Like it's unbelievable. And, even on my team, we had like a bunch of dogs. Like there were some dudes on that team that you'll see next year in 2023 get drafted. But like you had, I'd probably say like there's probably like 15 to 20 like guys in that league alone that you'll see, maybe more than 15 to 20 that like you'll see in the big leagues and like, be like impactful players in the big leagues. So it's pretty cool like that. But the Cape definitely, I'd say the one thing that like that didn't like live up to it was just like I felt like we went on like before I went to the Cape, I heard that like, you play a couple games and you get an off day. We went on like an 18-day stretch where we were playing a game. So that was like pretty like brutal, but it was a lot of fun because we get to play every day. It's just like, it gets a little repetitive, but it's Cape Cod. It's beautiful. So when we do have off days, we get to just like hang out, go to the beach and stuff like that. But it was definitely a really cool experience.
Yeah. And now I've seen so many things from Cape Cod League. A lot of players come and watch, a lot of former players come and watch. You have any stories of, maybe any former players, celebrities, anyone came to watch, said something, whatever it may be, reached out to you about something from the Cape Cod League, something you could tell us, something cool?
Yeah. So Al Leiter actually came to talk to our team. I wasn't there for that because I actually had to leave because I got hit in the hand. But Al Leiter came and talked to the guys. So obviously I wasn't there for that. So I don't really have like a summary of that. Another cool thing, we were playing against Chatham and Bob Menery, obviously Bob Menery. He was at the game. One of my buddies DM'd him on Instagram because he saw that he was in the Cape. And he was like, hey, like you should come down to our game tonight. We're playing at Chatham. And he came down and I was going to the bathroom and I saw him and I'm like, oh my goodness, like Bob, what's up? And like I was just talking to him for a little bit, which was pretty cool. And our like media team tried to get him on like their stream because the games are streamed. So they tried to get him to like call an inning. And I don't think he ended up doing it, but that was pretty cool to see him down there. And just like our coach, Kelly Nicholson, he's been in Orleans for like a good amount of time. So, he's coached like guys like Colton Wong, Marcus Stroman, Brian Reynolds, Corbin Burnes, Jake Cronenworth. So he has like a lot of those guys text him. Like a lot of them will text him stuff and then he'll relay that message to us. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, fun. You want to hear a Bob Menery story? Maybe
yeah.
Before I even started this podcast, Bob Menery, like made some commentary about some guy I knew, like DM'd him about it. It was like, oh my God, I know this guy. DM'd me back, was like, oh, just tell him I'm joking. Tell him I'm joking. It was like some foul commentary, but it's like, Bob Menery classic. It was great. I loved it. I sent it to the guy I knew. He loved it too. So I messaged Bob Menery about it, and he was like, oh, like, tell him I'm joking. Like, I was like, yeah, he loved it. Don't worry about it. Then I started the podcast. I was like, oh, I'd love to have you on. He goes, okay. And then it started the Full Send podcast, and he never got back to me.
Yeah.
So we never got him on. But great Bob Menery. Still, like, he's a great guy. And he seems really great. Like, super nice DMs, like, back and forth. He'll answer anybody. Honestly, if you want to DM Bob Menery a video for custom commentary, like, he'll charge you $50, but you'll get a great commentary, and you're going to keep that video.
Yeah.
Bob, if you get any plugs from this, if you get anyone calling, please, I want 10%. Give me some of the money or the promo.
Bob Menery, it shows that we need some sort of like broadcasting booth that's like adult language and like 18 plus. I just think it would make sports so much more entertaining if we have like a Bob Menery commentating and making all these jokes and not being so PG. I wish that could happen in the future.
That'd be pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, that would. I don't know what audience we'd have in baseball anymore, but that would be a good one.
Well, football, football, basketball.
Yeah,
that would be interesting. We can have a good talk with Bob about this. I'll see. I might have to lure him on for an episode. See what happens. I don't think he'll come on, but we could try. But now here's something I want to talk about with you, because I'm sure you watched a lot of the College World Series this year. Even, like, what did you have to think about just what happened? I mean, Tennessee, I don't think anyone really saw Tennessee getting upset. I don't think, many people saw Ole Miss I don't think many people thought anything was going to happen. I like the way it played out. What was your thoughts? What do you think? What are you looking into for next year?
Yeah. So we, I actually knew that Tennessee was not going to win because, a team like that hot all year, like they had a lot of good players. Don't get me wrong. But like in a college baseball season, to be that hot the entire season, I mean, they were like a force to be reckoned with. But to keep that going throughout the entire season, it's just, it's pretty tough to do that. But they lost to Notre Dame. We played against Notre Dame. And right when I saw that they were playing Notre Dame, I knew that they were going to lose, because when we played Notre Dame, Notre Dame is just a very, like, how do I describe it? Very, like, fundamentally sound baseball team. They're very well coached and, like, talent. Like, they have talent to the roof. You guys just said you had Roman on here, right?
Yeah.
He threw against us. We went down to Notre Dame, and he threw against us. He's a good player. But, like, guys like that, like, they have like just as much talent, but Tennessee does all the crazy stuff and flipping outfielders off, and which is pretty funny, but stuff like that. But the College World Series, I didn't think Ole Miss was going to win. I thought Notre Dame was going to win it all, but that was just me. And then for like next year, I think we're going to be good. Last year obviously was not ideal. We had a pretty brutal year, but some incoming freshmen coming in. We got some transfers and stuff like that. And like our core is pretty much still there, position player wise. We lost a bunch of pitchers, but I'm hoping to, make a regional, maybe win the AC tournament, and then see where we go from there. You just got to take it like one game at a time, because I feel like last year we were a little bit of ahead of ourselves. So I think we got to just focus on the present more.
Okay. I mean, I picked Arkansas, Max. You remember? I think you remember this. I picked Arkansas in before the Super Regional, and they made it to the Final Four, I think. So I'm gonna maybe Elite Eight. Maybe I don't know when I picked them.
Did they play? I think Arkansas played UNC in the Super, right?
They beat UNC.
Yeah, my buddy's on UNC.
So some of the guys I had one of the guys on prospects was committed to Arkansas. Great guys. So I picked Arkansas, just like, why not? They started winning. So I'm going to bless my magic on BC.
Yes,
BC
please.
is winning the College World Series of 2023. Mark my words, uncensored, make some bet, something, partner with someone, get this bet in, partner no, you don't like Barstool. Anybody, get it on DraftKings Sportsbook. BC plus 2,500 odds. I'll put $100 on it.
From your lips to God's ears, brother.
It's happening.
We got to record this clip. This clip.
This is getting clipped. This is on TikTok. If you're watching me on TikTok, follow the Instagram. Follow Travis. I'll link it in the description. I'll pop it up. We're doing this. BC is winning the College World Series of 2023. All you bettors out there who want to put money on a good team, BC is winning it.
You got my dogs barking. I mean, everybody's in. Everybody's in on BC.
We're hype.
Let's do it.
We're hype. Let's go. All right. I think it's happening. I know for a fact it's happening. We're winning that World Series. I'm a BC fan now. I'm coming down to watch every game. No, I'm not.
You should. You should come to a
game. I will come to a game.
Do you hear my dogs right now?
Your dogs love it. Your dogs love the
energy. You
energy.
hear this though?
Yeah.
Right when you say BC is going to win the College World Series, boom, dogs go nuts.
They know it's true. They know it's happening. I got some magic to my words.
They got it. They got it relaxed. Holy smokes.
All right. But Aiden's the same guy who says that the Giants are going to win the Super Bowl every year. So let's take it with a grain of salt a little bit. But
it's bound to happen once, though.
Yeah.
I'll get it right eventually.
Yeah. And then you can say, I told you so.
I'm on a hot streak. I picked the Warriors, the Yankees, and the Bills to win for a parlay. I have the Warriors won, and the Yankees are the best team in baseball. So
not anymore.
They're on a rough stretch. Don't talk about it. We don't want to talk about it. Last night was hard.
Can't say it. Can't talk about it.
I can't say it. But my luck is good. I had Arkansas. Notre Dame went far. I was supporting Roman. I think I got the luck right now. If I bless BC right now, like whatever I say down in a couple months has no meaning. I say it right now. BC is winning the College World Series in 2023. Mark my words. I can't put a bet on it right now. It's not 18 or older.
No.
But I won't bet. I will put some fake poker chips on it. I got you guys.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
I love
It's
it.
a great clip for TikTok. Please, if you're watching this on TikTok, please watch the rest of this on YouTube.
If that video blows up, you might have some people getting mad at you in the comments.
Great. I would love that. I would love to fight some people in comments. Please get mad.
Yeah.
That gives me controversy. You guys give me views. Thank you so much.
I like the sound of that.
Yes. I am calm. I'm relaxed. We are getting a very different side of Aiden on this podcast today. Let's talk MLB. Aaron Judge, MVP, even with the cool down in the last couple of weeks. What are you saying?
He's going to heat back up. He's the best player in baseball.
Max, you still agree?
I mean, I wouldn't even say he's cooled down. He just hasn't been hitting home runs. And
Yeah.
I think he's still I think he's still on a hot streak.
He is still on a hot streak, but to Judge's ridiculous standards this year, he has somewhat cooled down. And I hate to say it, Ohtani has heated up, but he has been heating up a little bit.
Who?
Ohtani is his pitching is unreal this year. Ohtani is my favorite player that's not in the Yankees, but I mean, I kind of don't want him to heat up because I want Judge to win the MVP.
I mean, how long is he not going to be on the Yankees for? Ohtani to the Yankees, potentially, maybe, if Ohtani comes in? I would not like that. I would
like that.
I would.
You wouldn't want Ohtani? You wouldn't want Ohtani on the Yankees?
I feel like I've gotten used to Judge. Like, it would be hard for me to let go of Judge, even if we get Ohtani.
Ohtani is baseball, though. Like
right now, he is the face of baseball. Mike, here's something people will get mad at me for. Mike Trout is no longer the face of baseball. I think you're looking at me like I'm crazy.
He's the best to ever play.
Yeah.
Yes, but right now, current into today, if you were to ask people on the street, if you were to go to Times Square and ask people on the street who is the face of baseball, I think, Times Square is biased. They'd say Aaron Judge. But I think you'd get more Shohei Ohtanis than Mike Trouts.
Well, yeah, but just because Trout's not playing, though.
Okay, so if we get Trout back and he's healthy for a season and Ohtani's doing what he's doing, I think Ohtani's been a bigger name the last 2-3 years in baseball than Mike Trout has. I feel like people take him for granted, Trout. They don't understand what he actually does for baseball. I agree. Yeah. I think Trout is the best to ever play because he sustained it from his rookie year until now. It's just he's been overlooked because of injuries.
And he also just like if he hits 300, everyone's like, oh yeah, whatever. It's Mike Trout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, people say that about Bryce Harper, and nobody respects Bryce Harper.
I haven't heard his name in a while.
Well, he's been injured, so.
Yeah.
But still, I think we talked about this Max. We talked about this before on the podcast. I think Bryce Harper is probably the most disrespected player of the 2010s. I hate it. I love Bryce Harper.
He is
because I say that. Everyone's like, "Oh, how are you a Yankee fan? You love Bryce Harper because he's great."
I used to love him like big time. Now I don't know.
Neutral.
The Phillies haven't done anything, so it's not like the year after he leaves the Nationals, they win the World Series. So yeah.
Everyone, Bryce Harper was the problem. He put up like the best season. He put up, not the best. He put up like a top 5 season in the turn of the century in 2016 or whatever it was. He hit like 325 with like 40 home runs, and I can pull it up, but like if people are gonna get sick of me talking about Bryce Harper. Everyone knows how much I love him. Like he's coming back. He's gonna be a DH. Yes, I never knew this.
When's he coming back?
He's coming back within the next week here. 2015, he won the MVP, batted .330, had a .460 OVP, had a 1.1 OPS, and he hit 42 home runs. He led the league in all those categories.
Wow.
But
he led the league in homers?
42 home runs. Maybe
that was leading?
Maybe the National League, yeah. Yeah, he led the National League in homers. He had 100 RBIs, 42 home runs. He walked 125 times and struck out 130. I mean,
that's legit.
That's insane. And to bat .330 while doing that,
yeah, that's crazy.
And then get in your on base percentage is .460. You're getting on half the time. That's just ridiculous. But nobody respects Bryce Harper. People wonder why I respect Bryce Harper. But you know what? I'm not here to argue with people anymore. People have to face that I'm right.
Because he has some. I don't think anyone like disagrees with you with his stats, but just his personality. People don't like that.
Oh no, he fought Hunter Strickland. Oh my God.
I'm nothing against Bryce Harper. But,
I love Bryce Harper. Everyone knows that. If you know me, you know I love Bryce Harper. I think he's the second best player of the decade. Of the 2010s? Who's better? I'm sorry.
I thought you were going to say second best player now. That's why.
No, not anymore. He's a top 10 player still. People would hate that. People would be like, no, he's not that good anymore.
No, he is. 100%.
Well, he just won MVP last year.
Yeah.
Can't really
but nobody thinks he deserves it. Everyone thinks Soto deserves it.
Really?
That's what I saw. Well, then again, you're living on the age of TikTok. Everyone's like, oh, bias ratio, like so stupid.
TikTok changes everybody's thoughts.
TikTok changes everything. One comment goes viral saying Soto should have won it, and everyone hops on the Soto bandwagon train.
Yeah.
You know what? Respect to Soto. He hit a home run as a Padre yesterday. I just don't like him. I don't love Soto. He's great. He's a great hitter. I don't like Soto. So I hate when people say Soto.
You're just all right. Now you're getting a little carried away here.
I'm getting carried away.
What's there not to like it? What's there not to like about Soto?
That he doesn't take $440 million from the team that drafted him and signed him out of whatever he was from. And come on, I mean, really? You're not going to take.
I think that's an old head response. And if you look, he's getting paid. That's like $28 million a year for Soto.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's
but for Juan Soto. He's a generational talent.
First of all, but he's not even playing the field half the time. He's a DH, and he's getting paid $28 million to hit the ball.
It's hard to hit the ball.
All right. I'm going to use the same thing.
I know. It's the hardest thing in all sports.
Hayden, Bryce Harper is also DH, so that logic doesn't work.
Bryce Harper's a DH because he's hurt right now.
Yeah, but he's still a DH this last year, and you're.
But he's he's an outfielder. He just was DH because he's been hurt.
Soto's also an outfielder. What
Soto's a shitty outfielder.
Oh my God! Okay, now I hope people flame you in the comments. I really do.
Well, that's what I'm here for. I'll create controversy, and it gets my views up.
I like it.
I'm a businessman.
Keep doing it.
I'm a businessman. That's what I'm gonna say. Well, you know what? I'll do it. Travis Honeyman is better than Juan Soto. Fight me.
Let's do it.
I think you just meant that Soto didn't go to the Yankees. All right, is that it?
I mean, that would have been cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I've always said I love Juan Soto, but now because he didn't go to the Yankees, I hate Soto. I don't like Machado, so it's like you went to team up with Machado.
I like Machado.
He's a great player. I just don't like how he ended Pedroia's career, even though I'm a Yankee fan. Respect to some of the Red Sox fans that watch. I know there's like 3 of you.
Is this like live right now anywhere?
No, it's not. But it's going to be out Monday, August 14th, 15th. I don't know what day that is. So for those of you watching on Monday, this is filmed on Wednesday the 10th. Juan Soto hit his first Padres home run yesterday. I don't like it. That's all. That's all we got really for the podcast. This is brought to you by Uncensored Sports. Please watch. Please subscribe. Leave a comment. Leave a like. Fight me in the comments. I'll respond to all of you, and I will back up any one of my takes with factual evidence. That is not true. Thank you, Travis, for coming on. We appreciate you. We'll definitely have some, maybe, some stuff out filmed in Boston College. Maybe some stuff filmed before, depending on what I'm doing, if you're around for a little longer. And then we'll see. Thank you for coming on, though. Anything you want to say to the fans watching?
Thank you guys for having me. That's all I got to say. I had a blast, and you guys are pretty cool guys.
Definitely. I'll keep in touch with you, but 100%. We'll get something else filmed. Maybe some arguments, just for some
hot takes.
I'll do it.
All right.
Should play some MLB The Show on stream and just throw out hot takes for people.
I'm in.
Friday, if you want. Yeah.
When are we talking?
What time works for you?
I don't know. I'll probably find myself on the show Friday. So at some point.
Friday. Oh, well, this will be out by Friday. All right. Well,
this will be out on Monday. You said.
So this will be out Monday. The stream would be Friday. Hopefully you watch the stream on Friday and you got a preview of what's to come in this podcast. Yeah.
What do you stream on Twitch?
I'll stream on Twitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd stream on Twitch, ttv.aidenimbar. Go check that out. If you haven't, I'll be streaming probably once a week, to be honest, maybe a little more. Get some MLB The Show content in with some guys, get some arguments, get some giveaways gone on there too.
We can have a blast with that.
Oh, I would love it. Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll get Nick on there too.
Oh, goodness.
Nick will throw up some good takes. I know he's a Mets fan, so
yeah, he will.
I'll argue with him for a couple of days.
I'd like to listen.
Definitely.
Max, you want to say anything before we end the podcast?
No, this was great. This is the most amped up I've seen you on these podcasts. Usually you're a little bit more chill, but I don't know. I don't know what's gotten into you.
It's been a while since we filmed. It's been almost like a month since we filmed. The last thing we filmed was with Lance. I had to calm myself down a little bit. Was a little excited, nervous. I'm ready. I'm ready to get into this stretch. I'm ready for this new era. We're blowing up before the end of 2022.
All right.
Boston College is winning it in 2023. That is the last thing you will hear from this podcast. Place your bets or don't. You guys are just terrible people if you don't, because you don't root for us. I can't I can't hate on my fans. I can't hate on them. They got to root for us. So Boston College is winning the World Series in 2023. That's all we have for you guys. Yankees are winning the World Series in 2022, actually.
That's a fact.
That's my bet. See you guys. Peace out.